Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Hearthstone deck video. Some decks just want to see aggro burn, so that's why today we are playing a control warrior deck made by Tera that he was playing to legend, so it is working quite good. We are up against the warrior here, so let's assume that he is playing aggro warrior. So our deck should work wonderful against that. We will keep the Fairy War Axe for sure. The Armorsmith is a really great card, but a bit too late, so unfortunately we need to drop that. And let's just start with the Fairy War Axe. Getting double bash, that's interesting. Should help us a lot. And the Acolyte of Pain. So the deck we are playing today, the Control Warrior, is especially designed against aggressive decks. You might run a bit into problem if you're facing Control. He's not playing anything on 1, that could be a bad sign. Hopefully he's not playing Control as well. Against other Control decks, the deck is not performing that great in comparison to aggro. And also keep in mind that the Jade Druid, for example, or the Jade Shaman could be a real threat for you. So, and unfortunately, it looks like he's also playing Control. Wow, never lucky. So if you switch to Control, you will get Control Warrior. And otherwise, if you play a normal deck, you will just get Shaman after Shaman. That's how it is. So we're of course not dropping the Acolyte of Pain here. There's an upgrade. Ooh, so you're not playing Control, that's good. Just bring it on. Rolling Berserker it is. Red Corsair, so that's very interesting. A lot of good stuff here going on for him. He will reduce the shields to 0. We have an early Armorsmith, so definitely need to kill this one. But right now we can't. If we're not using, for example, we could use Bash and a Shield Slam on the Rolling Berserker, that would be an option. With the Bash here, would otherwise clear the Dread Corsair, but then we are not able to take out the Frozen Berserker. So let's see, definitely killing the Dread Corsair here, let's do that. Then let's use the Bash on the Frozen Berserker and the Shield Slam as well. Still in a good spot. Next turn we can just drop the early Armorsmith if we want to. Otherwise we have the Bash, so we could use Bash and, for example, the Armor Up. And with the Elite here, Bash looks better for me. So he's pushing us down to 18. Yeah, Infested Tauren is also nice. We're using the Bash here on the Elite and we will clear the patches, so he has 0 pirates on board. Can't buff the weapon any further with a cultist. So I'm gonna do that. Then we have the option to go for the Infested Tauren next turn alongside the Armor Up again. Or we could just drop the early Armorsmith. Definitely not going for the Cairne here, and that is not too useful. As you can see in the decklist, we are also running Enthos the Corruptor. But against the Pirate here, there is no need to drop your Death Rattle units. He's running out of steam somewhere in the future, at least I hope so. And then we can just win the game anyway. We don't need the Corruptor then as a heavy finisher. So, losing the weapon, he's got the first mate. These are all very small. So that is wonderful if we play the early Armorsmith. That should give us at least 6 armor. Could be even more if he's not able to drop some huge shit. Ah, damn it. So only 4 armor. But we have the Shield Slam here, so Frozen Berserker is dying. He's pushing us down to 3 armor. We can use the Armor Up here. We have 7, so we could also play the Infested Tauren then. So Shield Slam wouldn't be enough here on the Frozen Berserker. But we might just kill the Horse Rider with the Shield Slam. Let's see. Currently that wouldn't be good enough for him to take out the Infested Tauren, so he would need to attack with the Frozen Berserker. mean, we could save that. But then we might run into trouble that we can't kill the Frothing Berserker. Let's try one more turn. Let's wait with the Shield Slam. Gonna hit that. So Frothing Berserker is going up to 7 attack. Bloodsail Rider. And why are you hitting that for 1? Just to buff the Frothing Berserker here. Interesting move, interesting move. Got a Brawl. Brawl is fine. I mean, he could keep the Frothing Berserker on board, that wouldn't be very dangerous. We have the option to just kill the Frothing Berserker here. If we hit that, play the Shield Slam alongside the Armor Up. Then the only card we could play would be the Acolyte of Pain. Currently it can push 4 damage. I don't want to risk it here to have the Frothing Berserker on board. Even if we're dropping the Acolyte of Pain, there's still a 25% chance that he's keeping that. Then we are just losing, so we don't want that. We will push 4 damage. We will down to 8 then. He has 2 cards in hand. And with 8 mana, that could be enough to kill us. I mean, Bloodsail Cultist could buff the weapons, and he has 5 attack to go for the face. That's an upgrade. Up to 5, another Bloodsail Rider. Oh, just for the face. So with the Brawl, we might keep the Acolyte of Pain on board. We also got a Slam here, that might be better than playing the Brawl. So we can draw another card then instead. He will keep the 3 damage on board with the Bloodsail Rider. He has 2 from the weapon, so that will be 5. But we might also find some extra armor here in the deck, or some taunt. There is enough in it. We'll draw 2 cards. Shield Block, for example, that's very good. Might play that before attacking. Another Slam. Another Slam, another Slam. Let's hit that for playing the Slam. Infested Tauren, yeah, then we are dropping the Infested Tauren here. So we can kill that. We are getting a 2-2, which is good enough for the 3-1. Yeah, he's trading now. But he's running out of steam, so there's no chance that he's winning now, even with the Reaper. Got a Ghoul. Gonna play that here. And we'll of course just get the armor up. Could even use the Slam here on our own unit, but we might need to kill a unit next turn, so gonna wait a bit. Reaper is pushing 10 damage, we are at 14. We can get another 2 armor next turn, so we will still have 11 life. And he can only push 5. So he would need a Leroy Jenkins in this situation. That is not too hard. I guess we are hitting that with a Slam. Draw another card. That's a Dirty Red. Wonderful. Let's see. There is a unit, and that's Leroy. Oh yeah, that was a nice catch. And now he's definitely losing. Can't win anymore. Reaper is not strong enough to kill the Dirty Red. He has not enough burst to kill us. And we should see a concede. There you go, there's a concede. Let's try again. This time against the Shaman. So gonna start with the Dirty Red, the Bash. So the Dirty Red is in general not good against Shaman early on, because he is very likely to have stuff like a Totem Golem on the hand. If he's going aggressive, he might even have a Faceless in the starting hand, and then it is no use to drop the Dirty Red, give him the Faceless for free on board. That is way too hot, but we are still keeping the Dirty Red. There might be, in the not so distant future, might be a situation where the Dirty Red is pretty good, especially here with the Bash and the Shield Slam. So we should be able to take the unit easily. Also we have the Sleep of the Fishes. That's an interesting spell that was released in the Gadgetzan expansion that is dealing 3 damage to all damaged minions. And with stuff like the Ravaging Ghoul, you can deal damage to every unit on board, and then you play the Sleep with the Fishes and clear the board, hopefully. Should especially work great against Shamans and also against Rogues. So Stoneclaw Totem, let's just pick up some armor. If needed, we can play Bash next turn alongside a coin with the Shield Slam. And we could deal 5 damage. Plus the 3 damage, of course. So that's quite a lot. Just another totem. He is starting very slow. Which means we also will just get armor. There is no need to play something different right now. He might play Flame Tongue Totem, of course. Might be very useful here right now with the Stoneclaw. But we can just bash that. There's a Barnes. What are you playing? Is that a control? Totem Golem. So that's not a control card. I would really love to play the Ghoul here alongside a bash, but right now that is not possible. I mean, we could just go Revenge and then the Ravaging Ghoul would clear everything besides the Barnes. But again, that might not be too useful at the moment. We have all the answers in hand right now, so there is no need to hurry. We need to play a card though next turn, because otherwise we will overdraw. Drake. Could be pretty interesting here. With the Ravaging Ghoul and the Sleep with the Fishes. That would clear the whole board. And the Ghoul would stay on the board because he's only dealing damage to all other minions. So every other minion is then getting damaged. And with Sleep with the Fishes we are just clearing that. So pretty good, I would say. Especially with the Drake here, that's a pretty dangerous card for the Shaman. Oh, that's a nice animation, haven't seen that so far. Now, how will he react? I would say that he's playing with some Jade stuff. Playing either a mid-range version or a slower Jade version. There's a Fire Elemental. Fire Elemental it is. I guess we are just going for... We could either drop this one, or we could drop the Infested Tauren and also get some armor. The Bloodhoof is right now not good enough to take out the Fire Elemental, but I mean we have other stuff like the Bash, so we could go for the Infested Tauren and then bash that next turn if he's trading with the Infested Tauren. So that should work out pretty good, and we can get more armor this way. Lightning Bolt on the Infested Tauren, so that's going down. And there's a Faceless. Alrighty, what are you doing? Oh, the Stoneclaw, that's a problem. Might just play the Brawl here. Let's see if we can... I mean, we can go for the Bash, the Armor Up, and the Shield Slam. That would clear the Faceless indeed, and we could save the Brawl for later. I mean, we could also just go for the Dirty Red here. It wouldn't be too bad. Snatch another unit on board and then play the Brawl. But I guess we are waiting a bit for that. That might be better. Let's go for a Bash here. Hit that. Getting a bit more armor. Use the Shield Slam. And we will take up the Stoneclaw Totem. We only have one Brawl, so it's very important to keep that as long as possible. Maybe we find even another Dirty Red, then we can steal 2 units on board and then play the Brawl. Also giving us a higher chance that we will keep a Dirty Red. Herald Spirits. And the Totem Golem, so that's 4 units right now on board for him. Oh yeah, there's another Dirty Red. That could be interesting. We could just play Dirty Red, and Brawl. So he would probably lose a lot of units, and we might even keep one of our units on the board because we have 3 then, and he has 6. So not a bad chance. Let's try out. Dirty Red. Okay, Mana Tide Totem, that's not too hot. So let's go for another Dirty Red. And that is a Firelord, right? Ooh, yeah, that's a good catch. As long as he's not keeping that on board, so hopefully the Brawl is not too mean. Would really love to see Dirty Red staying. That would be so great. And it... Ooh, that was close. But Mana Tide Totem is also not good. Wow. For a second it looks like the Firelord would stay. But I mean, the Mana Tide Totem here is also not very good indeed. So, he can draw more cards. He's dropping a Totem Golem and the Feral Spirit. So right now we have no chance to hit that. But what we can do is here going for Ysera and maybe find a dream card that can clear everything. So 5 damage, for example, to everything besides the... There you go, the Ysera Awakens. So with that we can again clear the board. If he has no hacks, the Ysera will stay on the board. We are clearing everything that he is dropping. We can then even, if we want, for example, play the Bloodhoof, getting an even stronger board and also get some armor. Right now he's pushing 7 damage here, so we would go down to 20.
I wonder.
Please, no hacks. As a Flame Tongue, will you take out Ysera? Oh, he's just going for the face. I'll allow that. I mean, we are taking, of course, damage, that's for sure. And we want to have some armor back here. Oh, yeah, with that. Definitely with that. We're gonna play the Ysera Awakens. Also, because we are now down to 11, the Revenge is dealing 3 damage, which is pretty crucial. Because we're down to 11, we need the extra armor instead of the Bloodhoof now. Without the Flame Tongue, there wasn't that much damage, so it would have been nice to drop the Bloodhoof. But with 11 damage, another Ysera Awakens. Oh, that's great. Fire Elemental, yeah, take that out. Spirit Claws. And the 1/1. So right now I would say we are keeping this one. And we are just dropping the Ravaging Ghoul, then take out the Fire Elemental. I mean, you couldn't kill the Ysera before, so the only card that would help him now would be Spell Damage Totem and then a Jade Lightning. So far he hasn't played a single Jade Golem card, so it is highly unlikely that he's playing those. We're just dropping the Infested Tauren here, getting more armor, so we are back to 19. That should give us a relatively safe spot and we can go for the Ysera Awakens again. We also got the Nightmare, so that will be 10 damage here on top of the damage on board. That's nearly enough to kill him. Only missing 2 points of damage, so if we get, for example, another Bash, that would be enough to just finish the game. So that's only the 1/1, by far the worst option. There's a Lightning Storm. Hopefully the Infested Tauren stays. No, not the case. So if he's dropping another Lightning Storm, then the Ysera is definitely dying. Would have been a huge difference if there was the Spell Damage Totem on board. Then he could have killed the Ysera as well with the weapon. We would only have a Slime Man. Tunneled Rock. Maelstrom Portal. So he's clearing the slime. Going down to 19. Armorsmith. We might just go for the Ysera Awakens. Then dropping the Armorsmith. Yeah, that is so nice. He only has 1 card in hand, so normally that should be it. Going down to 10 here. The Armorsmith will give us more armor. He's not able to take out the Ysera. We're getting another Dream card. If that's another Ysera Awakens or a Nightmare, we're just winning the game anyway. It's a Dream, which is also nice on the Ysera. If we can't finish the game right now. So think from below. Okay, gives us 2 more armor. There's another early Armorsmith. And unfortunately the Revenge here would also kill the Ysera, so we are not doing that. Is there another chance to win the game here? No, there isn't. There is not. We could give him... wait, we could just give him the card back, right? Oh, yeah. Let's just give him the thing from below back and the Nightmare is good enough. So that's 9 damage in the face and another victory. We're going for a third game, and this time that's definitely not an aggressive deck. That's a Renolock in most cases. It's very unlikely that he's not playing Renolock. So let's keep the bash here. And let's find 3 new cards. Infested Tauren, Revenge and the early Armorsmith. So normally the Renolock here will mulligan for aggressive cards, anti-aggressive cards, because he is thinking that we are playing the Pirate Warrior. Which we are not, of course. Life tapping. Shield block, shield block. That looks fine. Let's use a coin here. Getting armor, drawing another card. Then we are playing another shield block next turn, most likely. Otherwise there is a chance to play the bash here to clear a unit. And he's just life tapping again. That will bring him up to 8 cards. So he will be at 9, and then there might be a Twilight Drake, so that could be a problem. But for now, let's just search for another card. Another Ravaging Ghoul. Shield Slam would be really helpful right now in the situation. Otherwise, Execute of course as well. There will be Twilight Drake. There will. So he's at 9 life. Bash, bash, bash. Okay, let's just go for the Infested. He will kill that. Taking 2 points of damage, so the Twilight Drake is at 4-7. We might then just play the early Armorsmith. Get more armor, so if we find a Shield Slam, that will be definitely enough. Earthen Ring Farseer, okay, so healing that back. Or the Execute. Okay, Execute is fine as well. Might just go for the Ghoul, trade and play the Execute. Here we go. Second Raid Bruiser, a nice card for bash. Well, this one is going down as well. Grommash Hellscream. And we are up to 15 armor, which is quite a lot. But against the Renolock we definitely need the Corruptor as a finisher. The Grommash is probably not enough. Because he is expecting the Grommash, so he shouldn't be going down under 10. Brawl. And the Kazakus, oh that's not good. He's getting 2 Kazakus potions. And because he knew that we are running a control warrior, he will go for the 10 mana potions most likely. Maybe one 10 mana, one 5 mana. But he's definitely not picking any 1 mana potion. And the 10 mana potion looks very good in a late game oriented game. Ysera. We definitely need to kill the Brawl. So we can do that with, for example, the Ravaging Ghoul into the bash here. That's not too great, because the Ravaging Ghoul will then just die to the Kazakus. But we can't keep the Brawl on board. Otherwise, we could play the Revenge, of course. But that might be more valuable later, and also with the Revenge. We could activate the Grommash. We can't do that with the Ravaging Ghoul. That is costing 3. The Grommash costing 8, so it will be 11 mana. We are not able to play 11 mana, so, and we're also not running the Emperor. That's why we need to go for the Bash and the Ravaging Ghoul here. The Brawl is going down. Might be a bit in trouble because we have so few cards here. We are just going for the face. Now he will trade, of course he will trade. Not going for the face here, that's not the right move. Dirty Red. That's a nice card, but unfortunately we have 0 cards to clear anything, so wouldn't be too great. Also, it is super fun to steal a Reno. But if we're getting a huge unity on board, a Reno would be alright. So that's not too dangerous, but if he's playing other stuff, like a Leroy, we can't kill that, then he might just take out the Dirty Red, pushing damage to the face. I mean, we could still do that, but I guess waiting a bit is better. He's definitely not dropping a Reno here anyway. He has already played the Kazakus, so that high priority card is out of the deck already. He might have Lord Jaraxxus in hand. That would be nice. Also, the Lord Jaraxxus has 15 life, so that would also be very dangerous on board right now, because we have 0 cards to clear that. Sylvanas Windrunner. Well, that's a good one. And the Imp King boss. Not attacking here. We have the Fairy War Axe. So we will play that. We will attack the Refreshing Vendor. So we're gonna take it out and also get a bit more of armor. Can't play Ysera in this situation because of the Sylvanas Windrunner. And if we attack the Sylvanas Windrunner, he is stealing the Armorsmith, so that wouldn't be that great as well. If we can wait 1 turn and then the Sylvanas maybe going down to 3, it would be way better. Probably not happening. He should find some stuff to get that down to 2 and then the Imp King boss can kill it. Maybe playing... what can he do? Dirty Red. Oh, we also have a Dirty Red. How do you like that? Oh, he was not getting the higher priority targets, otherwise would have assumed that he is going for the Shadow Flame. Then maybe stealing Ysera, maybe stealing the Grommash, stuff like that. So, what are you doing? Gonna take out that Dirty Red, stealing the Armorsmith, which is alright. So that will give him a bit of armor if we're not using the Revenge here. If we're using the Revenge, he only has the Dirty Red on board. And of course the small imp. So not sure, do we want to give him some sort of armor? I guess not. Currently he's at 8 cards. He's still at the Reno, so if we just play Revenge and the Grommash, that is not super useful. We could push him down to 15 then. But with the Reno in hand, he can just heal back, so that's not super great. Let's just go for the Revenge. We are taking out the Dirty Red here with the weapon. And let's drop Death Battle Unit. That's the second one after the Infested Tauren. So the Corruptor is slowly getting more valuable. But with 9 cards in hand, while we are sitting here at 3, that is not a good position. Mountain Giant. Dark Peddler. So the Mountain Giant's definitely a problem. And we can't kill that at the moment. No Shield Slam, no Execute, nothing. Seriously, nothing. And there comes a Void Walker, which will save the Mountain Giant even if we're getting an Execute now. Acolyte of Pain. I'll take that out. Should we go for Ysera? That's highly likely that he's just killing it then. Might have a Shadow Flame. We could hit that with the Mountain Giant and then use the Shadow Flame. Otherwise, the Acolyte of Pain will give us another card. At least one for sure. Yeah, let's try the Acolyte here instead of Ysera. I'm a bit afraid. But we have so much life, so he's not able to kill us here anyway with a combo. And he hasn't played an Emperor right now. So will he give us 2 cards? He will. Mortal Coil, there you go. The 2 cards from the Acolyte of Pain is really good. That's a Justicar, we got a free War Axe, so still no Shield Slam. And there's the Emperor. Brawl would also be helpful. And we have only 11 cards left. There's a high chance to either get a Shield Slam, Brawl, Execute, stuff like that. Where is it? That's a Shield Slam, so that is great. We can then clear the Mountain Giant. And we can also clear the Emperor. Gonna do that. And let's also drop the Justicar here to increase our armor output in the long run. Death Rattle is now gone, so we definitely have 2 Death Rattle cards in the pool for the Corruptor. And with 10 cards left, there's still Sylvanas in the deck, there's still another Infested Tauren in the deck. So decent stuff. Gonna take out the Justicar. Ooh, the Ooze. The Ooze is killing the weapon. Doomsayer, alright. Got a Slam. So right now we would be able to push 14 damage in the face. But he's still at 21, so that's not good enough. And I would say we will just attack here for 4. Let's get some armor. And we will be fine. Oh, going into Lord Jaraxxus. He's also spawning an Infernal, but he's going down to 15. So we are not missing too much with the Grommash here. We will go for Ysera then probably next turn. Another Slam. Yeah, let's go for Ysera. Hasn't played a Siphon Soul so far, so it's probably that Ysera is going down. But if we can find the right card here, that can be super useful. The Laughing Sister is not the right card. That's for sure. There's a Siphon Soul. Oh, Kalakos Potion. Okay, 8 damage on that. And trade with the Infernal. Sunfear Protector, that is not good. Definitely not good. We got the Execute. So we can take out this one. Also drawing another card. There's a Shield Slam, alright. So we will take out this one. We will use the Shield Slam on the Infernal. And we're dropping the Laughing Sister. So the Laughing Sister cannot be targeted by spells or hero power. So he might go for the weapon and the Sunfear Protector here to take that out. Taking 3 points of damage. Oh, he's dropping the Abyssal Enforcer, okay. So still taking 3 points of damage, going down to 12. We're still missing 2 points to kill him. There's a Brawl. There is a Brawl. Oh, that is not too hot. Just play the Brawl now. We'll still keep one of the 6-point units. If we go for Slam and the Grommash, he's just healing back with the Reno. And the Corruptor is currently only giving us a Bloodhoof and an Infested Tauren. Also, that might be not too bad, because that might be good enough to finish him then the next turn. So let's think about that. The Infested Tauren will keep 1 damage off here. He either needs to hit with the weapon or with the 6/6. And he shouldn't be able to kill. Guess we're doing that. Also, we are still missing 2 Death Rattle units. Let's go for the Corruptor. He will not play a Twisting Nether here in this situation, otherwise we will get 2 units on board. He is dying. He needs to trade. And he shouldn't be able to kill everything here on board. I mean, he could play a Silence unit, a Spellbreaker. But that is not used in many Renolocks. If he's, for example, going for the weapon here and then play a Reno to go back to full life, we still have enough damage on board because he's not able to take out both the Corruptor and the Bloodhoof and the Bane Bloodhoof that is spawning. As a Shadow Bolt. Who are you? Ooh, Shadow Flame. Okay, that was one card that would help him. There's Sylvanas, which is great in this situation. We're just going for that.
I have no time for games.
Problem right now is only that so far we haven't seen Leroy Jenkins. 4 cards left. So he has currently 15 damage here. If we get rid of the Infernal with the Slam, with 30 life, then we will survive. If he's going for the Faceless, the Leroy and the Power Overwhelming. Guess we need to try to survive here without playing the Slam. Otherwise we can't win. Slam is the only card to activate the Grommash here to 10. Four cards left. There is not much left in the deck here. That could help us a lot. If he has a Siphon Soul, which he should still have if that's not left in the deck, then he could go for Sylvanas here. And he's just killing the Infernal that we are stealing. As a Siphon Soul. Next Infernal is coming. He's back to 15 life. And it is now very hard to win the game here. We have a Dirty Red. And with the Brawl. So we could just go for that. Might be our only hope at the moment. It is the Mind Control tag. So we would need to get super lucky if we play the Brawl now. If the Dirty Red would stay on the board, we might have a chance, but even then that is such a slim chance. 3 cards to go, so fatigue is still a bit off. I don't want to risk that. Oh, faces Chambler. That is also left. So probably then he has Leroy, faces Manipulator, and the Power Overwhelming out of the 7 cards that are left. He still has the Twisting Nether, that's for sure. Armorsmith. That's a decent one. Probably need to play the Brawl. Then we have the, even if he's getting a 6-6 here, the Armorsmith is good for attack from the 6-6 and also from the weapon. So we're gonna play the Brawl. Hopefully he's getting the Mind Control tag, of course. But that's not very likely. Oh, it is happening. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that is really unbelievable. So he would attack here, then maybe with the weapon. Oh, the last card, Cause Potion, yeah. 6 damage to all minions. He's getting... Wow. Sylvanas and the Armorsmith. That is great for him. So we have 1 card left. And because of all the units here, the towns, we have no chance to hit him in the face. And we only have the Grommash left and the Slam. So that is definitely not winnable. But super lucky to get 2 towns out of those. He's not playing that many towns, so the Armorsmith was stolen. Second Red Boozer was for him. As a Leroy Jenkins, we're seeing a Power Overwhelming, a Faceless Manipulator. That's 20 damage. He will kill the Infested Tauren here. And we have no chance. Going down. Dying. Alone. In the corner, crying. Oh, that will be the last game for today's episode. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you're facing too many aggro decks, consider playing a control warrior. That is pretty good at the moment. At least against aggro. Against control or mid-range decks, you might run into problems, especially against Jade Druids, for example. These are very strong against the control warrior. But other than that, have a fun time with that on the ladder. So see you then, hopefully in the next episode. I hope you will join me then. Thanks for watching and have a good night. Bye bye.